Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Charlie Kirk murder case and specifically why a Utah judge just held a prosecutor in the Charlie Kirk killing case in contempt. I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. Deputy Utah County Attorney Christopher Ballard went beyond correcting misinformation when he discussed the strength of the prosecution's case to TMZ, the judge found. A Utah judge on Friday found a top Utah County prosecutor violated a gag order when he spoke to reporters about the high-profile aggravated murder case against the man accused of fatally shooting Charlie Kirk. Graff's ruling stems from the interviews Deputy Utah County Attorney Christopher Ballard gave to TMZ, Fox News, and USA Today after defense attorneys argued in a court filing that federal testing couldn't match the bullet that killed Kirk and the rifle Tyler Robinson allegedly possessed. Ballard testified earlier this month that in those interviews he was trying to correct what prosecutors viewed as misleading media reports. But Fourth District Court Judge Tony Graff concluded, and I would say correctly, that he crossed the line from correcting misinformation into commenting on the strength of the prosecution's case. Robinson's defense team had asked for a harsh penalty, asking the judge to ban prosecutors outright from seeking the death penalty against Robinson. But Graff said during a Friday hearing that that would be grossly disproportionate to Ballard's violation. The judge instead opted to expand the jury selection process and allow additional questioning of potential jurors. Ballard testified that he spoke to reporters only to correct the defense's mischaracterization, which fueled intense media coverage. He emphasized that he spoke generally about the bullet analysis reports, noted in his interviews that Robinson was presumed innocent and that the jury would ultimately determine the man's guilt. Graff ruled Friday that Ballard was allowed to correct a record about the bullet evidence, but said the prosecutor violated his gag order when he told a TMZ reporter that prosecutors had ample evidence and he was confident they would overcome Robinson's presumption of innocence. Okay, I'll let you read this yourself, but what is this prosecutor doing? I don't understand this. I really don't. What is the prosecutor doing speaking to TMZ at all? Why is he speaking to the press at all? This is completely, I'm sorry, this really gets my goat. Okay, I was a prosecutor for 5 years. I tried some high profile cases, including murder cases. And we had a very strict rule in our office, okay? If you talk to the press, you don't first of all, you shouldn't be talking to the press about an ongoing case, okay? But if for some reason you end up talking to the press, you do not do things that potentially embarrass the office. You don't comment on an existing case. I do not understand why this prosecutor felt the need to comment about anything. The prosecutor's job is not just to get a conviction. It's also to make sure that the defendant gets a fair trial, okay? It's his job to protect the constitutional rights of the defendant. And what he's just done here is potentially insert error into the record. Now, they asked the judge to take the death penalty off the table. I don't know what the precedent would be for that, because the right to charge a defendant and seek a particular conviction, that lies in the hands of the prosecutor, not the judge. Now, a judge can dismiss a case if there's legal reason to do so, but I don't know if that would have been an appropriate sanction. What the judge has done is because he's trying to correct what the prosecutor did, and also to protect the record, so in the event of a conviction it doesn't get reversed, he's going to give the defense, more leeway in the jury selection process to make sure that they weed out any jurors who potentially may have been affected by this prosecutor's ridiculous comment. Okay, you don't need, as a prosecutor, look, your job is to argue your case in court. If he thought that the defense had done something wrong, he should have brought it up to the judge. Let the judge deal with the defense attorney, not go on the record on TMZ and start talking about his case. What is he doing? So, just my 2 cents. I saw this and I said, are you thinking clearly? You should not be trying your case in the court of public opinion. You got a judge that you can go to if there's a problem, and you have a jury that you can argue your case to. That's where the prosecutor should be talking, not outside the courtroom, not holding press conferences, not speaking to TMZ or anybody else, at least until after the case is done. Okay, my 2 cents. Just wanted to get that off my chest. I feel a whole lot better. But in the meantime, if you're a family out there and you've got a loved one who has been suffering for years and years and years with any type of drug issue, mental health issue, and you want a different outcome because you're tired of the chaos, we'd like to talk to you. Pick up the phone, have a conversation with us about what options might be available. Also, in the description for this video is a link to our brand new book, all about the Marchman Act. A wonderful, unique statute here in Florida. There's nothing else out there like it. And it allows us to put people into treatment for chunks of 90 days when there's a primary substance use disorder. And I wrote a book for you. All you got to do is click on the link. You give us your name, your email address, and we'll send you the book for free. There's written content, there's video content. It's terrific. And I made it, and I wrote it, and made all the video content so you get the information that you need. If there's another issue going on in your family and I've not made a video about it, let me know. Post in the comments. I read them all, and I'll make you that video. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. Really helps with the Google algorithm. And if you want more of this content that I make every day, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, I appreciate you tuning into this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.